Kobayashi, and today I'm going to be doing the 411 library tag, which was created by Jashana C. She is an incredible booktuber. I really love her, and you should check her out. I also really love libraries. I have a stack of library books right beside me. So, Information Desk, a book that was helpful for any reason. So, The Gift of Therapy by Irvin D. Yalom. This is a psychology book and good for people that are starting out in counseling or therapist roles. That is my profession, so I found this book very useful and I underlined it a heck a lot. And then Hold section, most anticipated release of 2018. For me, that would be Bright We Burn by Kirsten White. Study room, read a book that you had to read for an assignment for school but absolutely loved it. That would be The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I love this book so freaking much. It has to do with the Afghan war and friendship and loss and selfishness and redemption. Computers. Modern classic. I don't know where this book went. Sometimes people just come and steal my books, or it's just in one of my boxes from moving, but The Giver by Lois Lowry is a fantastic book. It is a 1993 release, so it is definitely a modern classic. It's a dystopian book in which people discover emotions and memories. DVD rentals. It's not a new series, but it's a series new to me, and that would be The Last Kingdom. I'm going to read The Saxon Sons now because I really love the series. Vikings and England and beautifulness and long glowing hair and women who don't wear makeup when they shouldn't be wearing makeup. It's fantastic. The pilot blew me away. So much death, so much beauty, so much heart-wrenching, and I'm in the second series now. Library sale. Read a book that you picked up that you didn't know anything about. So this is a book I actually picked up on Overdrive. This would be Daisy Miller by Henry James. It is a fantastic book. I didn't know anything about it. And it's the courtship of an American girl and a European raised man and how culture collides and innocence and promiscuity. Youth room. YA book, or a book that you read as a child, or a book that you want your children to read. So this is a book I did not read as a child. It would be Dear Martin by Nick Stone, and this is a book that I would love my children to read one day. It has to do with racial prejudice in the US, as well as just trying to be the best person you can when you're dealing with terrible odds, and I find him really inspiring, and I love the book. Museum tickets. A book that you read and immediately felt more cultured. So this book would be The Crucible by Arthur Miller. I read a lot of classics, but this book was like, wow, I just read a book about the Salem witch trials, which had to do with like people being ignorant, and he's trying to like actually just throw shade at people that are against socialism, and I was like, yeah, this dude is cultured. Overdrive or Hoopla. Name a audiobook that you really love. So I read majority of audiobooks. It's why I've read 87 books already, and it's only the beginning of May. This book is phenomenal. I read it last summer. It is narrated by Lin-Manuel Miranda, my love Hamilton. And yes, this would be Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Lin-Manuel, please just make more audiobooks. You're fantastic at it. There are so many freaking fantastic audiobooks. They're the way to go. It takes like a little while to get into them and get the realm of how to like pay attention to what's going on. If you're getting into audiobooks, I definitely recommend spending time reading something like contemporary. Don't jump into fantasy right away. I found that way too hard at first. I was like, holy crap, fantasy is hard when you're trying to figure out world building and all these things. That is my library tag. I'm not going to tag people because I always feel awkward about tagging people because I'm like, what if this person just never watches this video? So if you're actually watching this video and you'd like to do that, feel free and have many adventures and a grand day.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten